Hi guys, so today we're talking to you about credit cards. We'll discuss some advantages, disadvantages, tips on using a credit card, and characteristics to getting approved for one. So one of the advantages of having a credit card is it helps build your credit for things like a house loan, cars, just basically any other type of future loan.
Another advantage, it's also used for a low loan cost. So let's say if you don't have money at the moment, you can always use your credit card just to make a quick payment. But then when it is payment day, just make sure you always pay it back.
Another great thing about credit cards is the reward programs. Some credit cards offer like money back for shopping, for eating out. Airlines have frequent flyer mileage that gives you points for better benefits.
And another one is you can also use it for emergencies. So I know when you do have your credit card, let's say if you need it for gas or if you just want a quick snack, it's always useful for those.
With advantages comes the disadvantages though. One of the biggest disadvantages is temptation. Coming from experience, you see all that money that you have available to you. So if you're not disciplined enough, temptations can drive you a little crazy.
Yeah. Another disadvantage is the fees. There's the overdraft fee, there's the late fees. Compared to a debit card, they wouldn't have any of those, but for credit, they have all those limitations, so you have to watch out for those.
Another thing is interest charges. If you're not careful, you could get a credit card that has a high interest charge card. So just make sure before applying for a credit card, you understand like the interest rate and stuff.
And if you are irresponsible, like if when you're younger, you see all this money, you do build up debt if you don't pay it back. And it just racks up in the future, and then you just owe a lot of money later on. So that's something definitely you want to watch out for.
And another thing is fraud. We live in a digital age, so a lot of people use their credit card for online stuff. You have digital cards that can be easily swiped. So things like that you just want to look out for.
Mm-hmm. And another thing is you have to look at the characteristics that will help you get the credit. So for instance, in order to maintain a credit, you have to have good credit.
Another thing they look for is a stable income. They want to be able to trust someone they know is going to pay back their money on top of the interest as well.
Yeah, and you also have to be responsible and disciplined. So always make sure you make your payments on time. Make sure you never miss them because it does mess up your credit really bad.
Another thing is you have to be 18 with a parent to get a credit card or 21.
Mm-hmm. And some tips for using a credit card, just to help you guys out. Always pay on time because, like I said, there are late fees and those are really pricey. Definitely.
You also want to pay more. Oh, that did not cut it off. You also want to pay more than the minimum. If you're scraping by and just paying the minimum, you're going to end up paying a lot more in interest, and it's just going to be stretched out for a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm. Another tip that I used personally, I was always told that whatever I use it for, or always pay the half of the amount that you spend just to make it seem good. It looks good on your credit score. It builds it up faster, so always pay half.
And paying it off sooner is better than later. You won't get hit with a high interest charge if you pay it off right away. So just try not to accumulate so much debt over time. And that's it.
Yeah. Hope you guys have good credit.